Yeah, I go by the name Big Scoop. I'm a spoken word artist. I like to talk about, how would I put it? Things that make sense. You know, things that we don't get to hear about too often. You know, I like to empower people through words. You know, I work with a lot of youth as well. You know, a lot. So I'm not gonna go speculate too much. I'm just gonna go straight into it. I say everybody blames drill music, but see, I don't blame drill. But it's like everybody wanna be a shooter. But just like that weight loss show, you could end up the biggest loser. Because having a big head is like my wife and kids. I mean, everyone sees you're a junior. And the truth is you're sunk in place, trying to get out like Daniel Kaluuya. But you see, life just isn't fair. I'm from a place where you gotta deal with blood on your plate due to the fact beef isn't rare. And just like dandruff, I've seen guys start flaking. But that's not the way we're conditioned here. It's all about changing your mindset. I'm just being upfront. If you live fast and furious, don't be surprised when you die wrecked. I've never gone to an optician. But the last time I checked, the aim of the game is to blow and see more bands on a live set. No, the aim of the game is progression. Never go back or take any side steps. The one thing Billie Jean showed us is eventually you're gonna get where you're going, even if that means taking the light steps, but allow me to digress. Because if we're talking stunting, I've never been 1-2 like a mic check. I'm from a place where guys flex arms. And I'm not talking a bicep, the same place where you got a stomach pain, but that's just something to digest. I mean, I come from a place where they fire rounds. And these days I'm seen as a missionary, but I don't take things lying down. Pause. See, I don't come from a quiet town. I'm from a place where guys smoke loud, and the PCs often come through and shut it down. I mean, people claim to be woke, but I don't think they get it. I know so many guys on lockdown that made me realize that prison's the real pandemic, because police be targeting blacks. But the difference with this pandemic is there ain't no masking the facts. I know guys that were serving coke, but just like sugar-free Pepsi, a jury gave them the max. So don't think it's a joke. Growing up, I had to be sharp, because being blunt can lead you to smoke. It was literally sink or swim, and your rep couldn't keep you afloat. And as you can see, I swam. Because if we're talking luck, it's evident man had a few good strokes, but you know what's messed up? The way that the naked truth gets dressed up. I'm from a place where everyone's down, but nobody's next up. I'm from a place where everyone's down and nobody's next up. And just like a tank top, you see guys bare arms and vest up. And that's got man raging. Why do we only clock change through daylight savings? The system's giving out years, and that's something you gotta take in. So just because you jumped on a wave, it don't mean that it's all plain sailing. Because I've seen man die for their pride. I know guys that ain't religious, but believe in an eye for an eye. You gotta be willing to back your words, because most guys ain't letting it slide. Realize I'm letting you know that you can't disguise and hide. But to tell you the truth, you'll never be a winner until you see life as a prize. My aim is to flood you with knowledge, because I'm trying to see levels rise. Now, whether it's jail or death, too many times I've seen mothers cry. And these are the mothers that tried to end up seeing their sons getting tried. But some don't see what it takes to survive, such as walking around with a Mac. Because the beef you got ain't coming with fries. So the meals I saw weren't happy ones. They were usually larger in size. I mean, everyone's chasing the paper, but you gotta look in the mirror and think, is this reflecting the times now? I said the paper, the mirror, the times. There's always a deeper message, but a lot of us don't see the signs. We don't see that stuff till it's on top. A lot of us don't get the picture until it turns into a mugshot. Because I know so many guys that have been hurt, and because of their record, they can't get a 9 to 5. So they gotta learn how to shift work. It's funny how everybody wants to be 6 foot, but then cry when they gotta dig dirt. Plus, jail ain't something we're taught to fear. I've seen guys take more bids than an auctioneer. And it's ironic that when you end up on the prison wing, it's your mum that's brought to tears. And the ones that don't visit are the ones you called your peers. And for them, you were carrying toast. But the moment you get out, the only thing them man give you is cheers. Yeah, the moment you get out, the only thing them man give you is cheers. See, I'm not trying to be like nobody else. Understand that I'm just trying to be me. That's the reason I don't act up. Because I'm from a place where guys carry pumps and don't make you pay for the gas like BP, but it's ironic because now I'm sailing, but still drowning in knowledge that only the deep sea, and these days I'm more than happy. I mean, I'm literally over the moon like E.T., because I've learned that all you got to do is believe in yourself and watch your plans work out like a PT, because trust me, I've been through a madness. And I've learned that you can't ever fold. Just play with the cards you were handed. Because when you've got that automatic drive, you'll find success to be standard. But with success comes haters, so watch all the people you hang with. Because just like Wi-Fi, you get strength from the people you band with. And that stuff gets deeper. So anyone blocking your goals should never be seen as a keeper. See, growing up, I had to be bold. So anytime I fell off, I came back wigging like alopecia. And it's good that I learned how to listen. Because being deaf in the hood only gets you a meet with a reaper. But it's all part of the process. I mean, I'm all about action, but never been one for the showbiz. You see, I'm out here trying to get Jay-Z money. And some might see that as hopeless, but I'm gonna stay focused on bread until I'm in the same spot that Hove is. You see, for me, the picture's always been clear. And that's because I never lost focus. And there's no point taking a back seat because life don't come with a chauffeur. And if you think that it does, well, that's more than a bad look. Because I've learned that everyone goes through pain. But if you don't ever heal, you're always gonna be on the back foot, and that's harsh. But take me, for example. As a big boy, I was always seen as an outcast, and it's true. We don't live in a sound system. So for that reason, I turn up and make sure that I put it on blast, because honestly speaking, life is hard. And that right there is a given. But every time we murder each other, it's the government making a killing. We gotta learn to support each other and never lose sight of the mission. Because in life, you can have 20/20 sight, but with the right contacts, get some support for your vision. That's it. That's it, man.